I'm AVX Toycat, and welcome back to another live stream on the internet. I hope everyone's having a wonderful day today. I don't know how the stream just started, but according to my webcam, it was me moving my camera away because apparently there's a stream delay on how it goes live now, so that was embarrassing. But hope you're having a wonderful day regardless. Or hope you're having a bad day if you want to have a bad day. I hope you're having the type of day that you feel like you deserve, because today I'm farming wheat. This is, in case you're curious as to why this is such a continual task, I have a lot of wheat I need to place, but to plate, or rather I have a lot of seeds I need to place, I have a lot of wheat I need to grow, but to place all of the wheat, to get all of the farmland placed, I need to hoe a lot of ground, and I need to have a lot of seeds. Seeds are in short supply, as it turns out. So in today's video, we're going to be making them not in short supply by going ahead and collecting all the seeds that we need. I probably should go ahead and get some like lanterns, and that's a thing we'll totally do for the middle of the lands. But today we're mostly focusing on like hoeing the majority of the ground and getting that kind of done in, which is why we're doing that. Anyway, hello everyone, I'm AVX Toycat. Do you like my vest? I realized like literally at the last minute that like, wait a minute, wearing this vest today probably is going to send off the wrong message. And then I thought, you know what? Actually, let's ignore that. Let's pretend that's not a thing. Just like the spoon, we'll just pretend like it's not a thing, because you know what? If you ignore things, they go away. That is my attitude that has gotten me very far in life, and I hope it takes you many places in your own life, internet. So how's everyone doing today? I am having a wonderful enough Friday. This particular Friday, in case you are curious, is I don't know, like it was one I had like big plans for. Like I had plans for today, tomorrow. Basically, I had my whole like weekend planned, and then like all those plans fell apart at the last minute. So it's like it's the biggest, most freeing feeling in the world, but it's also like it's almost like scary when you're gonna be like, oh, I've gotta redo everything on the spot, because it's really cool when you don't want to do something and the plans get cancelled. It's a dream, right? It's like, heck yeah. Can finally watch that man who dresses as a spoon on the internet instead of dealing with my real duties. But when you're not expecting it, or when you don't want it, it's like, oh, this is the worst thing. It's the duality of cancelled plans, I like to call it. Anyway, before we go any further today, I feel like it's not a Toycat stream if I don't upset my subscribers. So here is me crafting everyone's favorite type of hoe, right? It's the best hoe because it's made from the best materials. So I'm gonna craft one of these. But just in case one isn't enough, because I feel like people really like when you have like redundant, items, like just in case your first one breaks. So here is my second diamond hoe. As you can see, they're actually the best hoes. They hoe the best in the ground. It looks really good. I hope you all agree with me on that one, because we're going to be using these a lot today. It's going to be great. You liking that, internet? Please no. Use it all. You better believe. Hello, Toycat. I'm paying my tax and hope you have a wonderful stream, says Nate something. Thank you very much, Mr. Nate. And thank you very much, Shayna. Hashtag bring back the spoon. So I kind of want to do the, okay, so I'm going to be doing another hardcore stream. I don't know the specifics. I can't share those with you. But I want to do another hardcore Minecraft stream, like, you know, hardcore, but when I die, it's over. Like, I love that as a concept. Or at least I think it's interesting enough. Should we just do it as a spoon again and just not even like address it? Just be like, oh yeah, when I play Minecraft Java, I'm a spoon. Still can't watch the stream, but it's bread time. I hate this last semester of college. I'm too busy to do anything. So, one of my observations, I'm going to call you out right here, because I'm sure you'll be able to tell me that I'm wrong, and that'd be good. But one of my observations is, by the way, thank you very much to Marvel Okibike. KFC is better in England than the US, fact. Recently they've been trying to make KFC in the UK really good, so I could actually believe that that's a real thing. Whereas, like, my impression of it as a place is, like, really rough. But I think it's a lot better in a lot of Asian countries than it is in either country. That's my take on things. In Japan, it's like a Christmas food, right? Everyone knows that one. But yeah, my theory about college, because this is everyone in school all the time would be like, I'm so busy with schoolwork. But there isn't actually that much schoolwork to be busy with. Like, people like to act like it's 100% of my time all the time. But in reality, it's like, you know what? Oh yeah, it takes a few more hours from me sometimes. What that really means is, like, I think the way it tells me that the way the human condition reacts to information like that is that when we have slightly less free time than normal, we get wrecked up. I think it's really easy to get a baseline as people of like how much we're expected to do, and any deviation from that messes us up. Because people like to think that absolute work is what's hard or easy, but I think it's relative work. Also, why wheat? It's like the least space efficient food since you need free to craft food. Sure, I know it doesn't matter when the farm is giant, but still. Look, I didn't know if you needed 3 bits of wheat to craft a bit of bread, or if it was 3 million. So I figured we'd err on the safe side and we'd make 3 million bits of wheat anyway. More seriously, you need wheat to breed most animals and also make hay bales. So those are good reasons, right? Those are perfectly valid reasons to make a farm like this. So that's the reason I'm gonna say that. Also now this is content. Yeah, this is the content we're all here for. I don't know how long I'll be streaming today. Usually like when I start a stream I'm like, oh yeah, we're gonna be here for a while. Today's live stream I don't know too much about, but I figured like let's start anyway. Let's see how a stream goes where I don't know how long it's gonna be heading into it. Because yeah, I've got lots of like. Let's just be like broad and be like idea-y stuff I need to be working on soon. Also, I need to get a lot of ice. Like, really, I should have worked out what I was doing before this stream, being like, oh yeah, I need to mine a lot of ice. Wait, I can change, because I didn't set up a thumbnail on this, I can just change midway through, and we can be like, oh yeah, by the way, we're mining ice now. So chat, I want to mine ice in my world somewhere, but I'm not really too sure where. Like, I need a lot more ice for a project I'm currently working on. You'll see it soon. In fact, I think you've seen it in background gameplay, by like if you've been paying attention. I have ADHD, which makes it way harder for me to focus on assignments for long amounts of time. It literally does take up all my time. Yeah, no, that's to me, that's like my observation on things is like, the amount of time I have for a task is how much time I'll give it. Like, if I have a thing that takes 1 hour and I've got 10 hours of free time in a day, I'll be like, I'll just space this out slowly over that. And it feels like I'm working all 10 hours. You have to be really, really strict with your own time. At least, I'm not saying I have ADHD, I'm just saying, like, same thing is applicable in that case. Also, thank you very much, Haley Stark. Well, I'm a theatre major, so I also have rehearsals and shows, which is actually work, but I hope you're doing well, Toycat. First of all, I hope the theatre major goes well. I know someone doing a theatre major, and I don't know, like, I think it's like, it's kind of like, it's one of those things that sounds wacky on the surface, but like, I'm sure is, you know, more exciting on the gist of it. Like, I used to lie about, I've told the story before, but I used to lie about doing a print journalism degree, just because it's fun to, like, talk to people who, like, assume your media is dying and be like, well, actually, print journalism is on the rise, because people realize you can't just trust what you read online these days, am I right? Like, I love defending things that you totally don't agree with. It's, I think I could do that all day. Like, I think I'm built to be a devil's advocate, like, partly because I love being a contrarian, and partly because it's fun to defend causes you don't believe in. But, you know, that's literally also, I prefer defending causes I don't believe in to ones I do believe in. If I believe in a cause, I'm way less, like, I'm way less able to have fun with an argument about it. But you know what? If I don't believe in a cause, you better believe we're going to be having a fun time justifying why really, you know, maybe we should just, you know, I don't know, eat the babies. Literally crying that the UK left the EU. I mean, people like to act like there's this big moment. Moment 1, you know, thing A. Moment 2, thing B. And that is always, like, true. In history, this will be that moment. But I don't think, okay, so if you're a UK citizen, I can actually maybe see your case for it, right? Like, oh, yeah, you know, you're a member of a different body than you were before, even though you were previously a member of both. Now you're a member of one. Also, happy Friday, so I can't. Happy Friday, Tiffany Spencer. Thank you for the £3 super chat. Or donation. They know how to do it. Also, thank you, Chinese characters, for becoming a channel member. Welcome to the club. Or the membership crew. We should come up with a name for it. Welcome to the Toy Kittens, you know? There we go. Hope you enjoy your emojis and stuff. But yeah, we're gonna be switching to mining ice. I've decided on the spot right here. What's gonna stop me? Nothing's gonna stop me as what? We're just gonna mine packed ice. And actually, you know what? We could do like a curiosity of like, how does that affect view numbers? I'm always curious about like, because I kind of arbitrarily do these streams without any knowledge on how people know or care about them. I have a lot of seeds. I should probably work with these seeds first, actually. Thank you very much, Mr. Randoman, for committing breakfast. Breakfast means breakfast, man. Breakfast means breakfast. But thank you very much for the cash money. I always appreciate cash money. So we'll turn these into hay bales just because it's a more efficient way to store wheat. Fun fact, wheat can be stored in hay bales. And then we're going to take out as many seeds as we can. For some reason, we've got a fence on us. And we're just going to plant as many of these as we can up there. And then we'll go do some ice mining. It'll be fun. But, yeah, I feel like one of the things that irritates me beyond all belief is people, especially, no offense, Americans, like, we get it. You have, you might have opinions on national unity or this, but like, it's kind of a issue that involves two parties. It's like being sad that your favorite TV characters broke up. It's like, you can be sad, sure, but like, if you knew the TV characters in real life, maybe you shouldn't tell them about it. Maybe that's a bad example. Whatever. I think it's dumb. Like, if I was being sad that California was going to leave America, like, I mean, that'd be dumb, right? Like, oh no. I liked it more when they were in because of reasons. Yeah, at least I'd be like, well, I traveled to California a bunch, What's your excuse, people on the internet? What do you think of the coronavirus? Says Slave PX. I think that it's a pretty good virus, actually. I was thinking humanity needs a new plague, and I'm glad someone, it had to be the Chinese, but they stood up to the plate and they said, you know what, new plague, we got you, humanity. No, coronavirus is like, it's what's the term? Nothing burger? I don't know. It's overhyped by the media because the media can't be like, there is a disease that could become an epidemic if things go badly. Instead, it's epidemic is starting ? Again, I can't blame him. Like, it's all based on how people react to stories. We get more and more numb because the media, like, so many things turn out to be nothing. So then, because of that numbness, every generation, the kind of clickbaitiness of media rackets up a level.
Hey, Suave Cat's back.
Hey, Suave Cat is indeed back. Or use Car Salesman Cat, alternatively. I'm wearing my jacket that makes me look like I'll sell you a good... Actually, I'll sell you a questionable quality used car. Just finished watching a recent video. It's crazy that more people die because of vending machines than sharks, dang. I've actually used that fact, like, maybe once before on a live stream, but definitely before in a video. It was a lot of fun. Welcome to the litter, because of cats. Welcome to IBX Toy Litter. That sounds like you're talking about, like, a new type of crime. It's like, it's not just litter, it's IBX Toy Litter. Well, I like it anyway. But yeah, man, I really want to move to the UK and as a Danish citizen. Now I have to do all kinds of stupid immigration stuff. So, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Like, when it comes to, like, EU citizens and UK citizens, there is a difference between our relationship. But, to make you feel better, because, again, the news will make you want to believe this is disastrous for your chances of living or working or going on holiday there. One, traveling to any countries. Most countries in the friendly Western world are very, very easy to get into. Likely it will go up from, like, you can literally just enter New Zealand, just like put your passport on a machine, promise you're not committing any crime, and they let you in. So the UK lets in South Korean citizens and a bunch of other citizens, including EU citizens. It's just like you have to just say like, oh yeah, I'll support myself for the week I'm here or whatever. But yeah, just so on the EU thing, like, it's gonna probably be harder to live long term, but at the very least, the first 3 months are gonna be just as easy as before. And once you have a job, as long as you meet whatever the requirements are, it should be good after that. Admittedly, if you don't have a job, I don't know how it will work off that point, or like, I don't know if it's harder to get a job through work visas and stuff. Again, those are technicalities and whatnot. But if your concern is like, how am I going to get into the UK? It's impossible now. Again, overblown fears. There is, especially for, if you just want to visit the UK, you should be able to. Same with the EU. Like, a lot of people are like, oh no, I can't go on holiday anymore because I like going to Spain, and Spain's in the EU. But it's like, well, you know how it works with every other country, right? You don't have to, you're not always in the, we're not talking about Brexit. How did you do this to me, internet? I just tried to help that one guy out, that one Danish guy in the chat, and now this has all happened, right? So, I have to be really careful. I don't want to talk anything about Brexit where I'm wearing this UK vest. Because I think it looks pretty snazzy. But I don't want to get into a whole thing of it. Yes, wheat farming, my favorite. I love farming the wheat. I love smoking the wheat. I love collecting the wheat into a big pile. I love all sorts of things to do with wheat. It's my favorite. Farming wheat while Brexit happened. Oh, that would have been a good title, right? Actually, I'm curious, like, you know, is it like a big news event? Like, it's happened now. Because I bet some places are trying to make it into one. Because there was a big change. 15 minutes ago, I wasn't used. Yeah, again, should we do it? Okay, this is an unlisted live stream, so this isn't. If you're watching this after the fact, these aren't real opinions. This is me talking to a bunch of live people right now. Just because something's happened and people are really curious, and it seems that a lot of people are mentioning it. You look like you've been smoking the wheat. I smoke the wheat every day. That's my slogan after all. Smoke wheat every day. Also, look how fast we're going through this diamond hoe. Man, I was just trying to hurt you, stream. I'm hurting myself now with these hoe prices. But yeah, just brought a new MacBook Pro. Your thoughts? I'm not a MacBook guy. I like that it has USB-C chargers. But I liked the kind of days where like laptops were like portable power machines. But as soon as I got myself a laptop, I got a Surface Book. It's not the same, but like it's in that family of devices, like super thin, giving up all the power. I'm like, oh, for 99% of things, it's better. And for the other few percent of things, it's just like, oh, I don't do those very often anyway. I'll just not do those things. So, happy birthday on the Mac, or happy Mac Day. I hope you enjoy your purchase. I'm not sure what words you say to someone when they buy a new computer, but those words are what I'm saying to you. What do you need the wheat for, says Cole Erickson. So I wanted to make a piece of bread, but I forgot if the recipe was 3 bits or 3 million bits. So I figured we'd make 3 million just to be on the safe side. But making 3 million bits of wheat takes a long time, as it turns out. So, what's your opinion on the Chinese government? I love the Chinese government because they give me money. More seriously, a lot of people act like you can't be critical of the Chinese government and also take their money, but I do both those things all the time. So, you know, just saying. I don't know what I'm saying actually, but I am saying it. That's for sure. I am definitely saying words about the Chinese government right now. Why don't you put wheat between the water? Honestly, it's just because it's dark there. I have to get a bunch of lanterns and light it up. It's going to be a whole problem that I'm just mostly not thinking about right now. Again, you know, good solutions deal with problems. Don't think about them right now. Hey, I'm here while it's streaming. Congratulate me, please, says Pieface07. Hello, Mr. Pieface07. What brings you to the live stream today? You claim to have a pie for a face, but your profile picture is not, in fact, a pie with a face on it. So I'm deeply disappointed. If you had to kill a moose, would you kill a moose? So first of all, I've never actually seen a moose in real life, I don't think. But if I had to kill a moose, for survival, sure. I mean, why not, right? Also, thank you so much, Jackie Boy.
Love your videos,
Glad
man.
you love the videos. Especially recently, I've been like really putting my all into them. So I'm glad you're enjoying that. I love the videos too, I guess I could say. You know, we have a shared interest, Jackie Boy. But no, more seriously, thank you. It means a lot when people choose to support the channel through their own volition. Because it's like, man, you know, like, it's easy to say you like something on the internet, and the amount of things that exist that are absolute garbage, a testament to that as a viewpoint. But it's cool when people are like, oh yeah, I like this, and I like it some actual amount. Like, look, I've got money as proof. It's cool, right? It's cool. Also, we finally ran out of seeds, so thank you, Jess Slimmer.
Happy Friday, Snazzy Cat. I'm still working to make up for most of my week off, so this is a happy surprise. Thank you, and I appreciate you.
Thank you so much, Jess Slimmer. I am gonna do my best to live up to your week. Wait, live up to your week lost. You know, this interaction, but like better. That is me. Also, use this money to buy something in Waitrose because Sainsbury's is inferior posh shop. Man, I have to shop at Sainsbury's because for some reason I live in like the roughest area, but it's only a Sainsbury's in this area. I don't know if they worked out the like, oh yeah, there's just enough rich people to sustain it, or if like maybe Sainsbury's is going for like down market areas because it's like a clever way to like hit people that will become rich in the future or that just don't care about supermarket quality. I don't know what the logic is, but I live in a Sainsbury's area. I'm like dominated by Sainsbury's. I at least like Waitrose because they're like, yeah, we're posh, and by that we mean we'll overcharge, and you can feel good about some vague community initiative stuff. But with Sainsbury's, it's just like, here's high prices. We have no justification besides, here you go, pay them, you monster. Also, thank you so much, Jackie Boy, for becoming a member, and not just a cheap cat, a support cat. Yeah, ever since we introduced the cheaper tier, it's been like, again, I feel like it's probably one of the worst ideas in terms of doing a thing, but you know, again, if it allows people to have what they want for cheaper, it's like, you know, we'll leave that there then. But are you ready for Minecraft Dungeon? What is the release date of Minecraft Dungeons? Minecraft Dungeons release date 2020. Now that is a precise release date. Have a good Friday. I hope you happy a good Friday too, man. We need to Silk Touch pickaxe, but I feel like all of my Silk Touch pickaxes are broken. This one's like halfway there. So we'll put this one out, and then we'll put that one back in. Sounds good to me. Big nipple man, how big are your nipples, or do you not have nipples? My friend has 3 nipples, so maybe he stole yours. I don't know. I thought I had a 3rd nipple for the longest time. I was generally shared. Also, can you share your real thoughts on marijuana? Yeah, I can actually. Real quick, I thought the 3rd nipple talk takes priority though. This is important stuff. This is what the people need to, this is what the people need to hear. So it's what the people are gonna hear. I thought I had a 3rd nipple for the longest time because I had this thing almost perfectly between my other 2 nipples. Right here, where the Union Jack, where the like vest meets. This point in the red. And it stayed there for so many years that I was just like, weird. And then one day it just went away and I was like, did I have a 3rd nipple? 3rd nipples don't go away, do they? But it's one of those mysteries I live with to this day. I don't really know for sure. Also, so glad you put a Maggie as a good girl sign. And man, I missed all of that. On your end road, had to put her down on 1/18. Still hurts. Oh man, I'm so sorry for you, Charlotte. I have some better news if you like that. The video version of that is soon, so you can see it again. And also, I guess you could just... either way, it's cool that she is now immortalized in the Minecraft world. A Minecraft world that will exist for decades onwards from now. But yeah, did the UK... Okay, so help Animal Crossing's taking a long time to come out. I love how donations come in batches, but I'm going to do my best. I'm going to respond to these in the most disjointed, least useful way possible, internet, because that's what I do. Sounds like you had a bad zit. But it lasted for years, and it was like nipple-shaped. Again, I guess zits are kind of nipple-shaped if you think about it. So we're going to change the title to literally just Mining Ice. And we're going to see... I'm going to check right now. Let's see the effect that has on viewers. What's more exciting, farming wheat or mining ice? Also, thank you Tetris64 for becoming a support cat. This music that plays when someone becomes a member, it's Bone Trazzle. A lot of people say it sounds like Tetris music, so really it sounds like you, is what I'm saying right there. But, yeah, sorry about the Animal Crossing thing. I'm excited to play the new Animal Crossing. I don't like every Animal Crossing game I play. Sorry to admit that one. But I'm hoping, I'm always like, I want to get into it. It's my sort of game. I love Stardew Valley, so I should love it, and I don't know. Also, did the UK crash out? Is there a border in Ireland? There's always been a border in Ireland. What you're probably suggesting is there a hard border? I.e., are there border checks between the Northern Ireland, which is in the UK, and Southern Ireland, which is in the EU? The current agreement is that Northern Ireland kind of acts like it's in the EU, and then Southern Ireland acts like it is. No, it doesn't act, it is. And then the rest of the UK is kind of a little separate. So the borders between the UK and the rest of Ireland is the current arrangement. How that works in the long run is, something people work out as it goes, I guess. Also, falling off this is always the worst decision. We have to swim so far. It's always painful, but it's what must be done. It's what must be done. So I guess we want to go this way. Yeah, let's do it. And also share your real thoughts on marijuana. I think it's like, shouldn't be a crime, because I don't think you should be able to commit crimes against yourself, for the most part. I think we clearly have exceptions for mentally, if you are insane, legally speaking, we're like, okay, so you can commit crimes against yourself, because in exchange you can't commit as big a, you know, like we choose to take that autonomy away from you. But, yeah, I feel like you shouldn't be able to commit crimes against yourself. However, in part of the big movement to make it legal, which it probably should be, also, like, says, like, oh, yeah, it's the most amazing thing. It's basically a health food, you know, Vape Nation or whatever. And as funny as that is, and, you know, it is amusing on some level, it's like, also, just because something should be legal, it doesn't mean everyone should do it, you know? I think that it should be legal to, I don't know, sleep with your sister. But I would not recommend sleeping with your sister. Especially, you know, if you want to have kids. I think having kids with your sister, maybe, probably should be illegal. Should we talk about the merits of incest, chat? Do you think that'd be a good live stream? Hi again, I've watched you for like 5 years and I've been quite down lately. Can I get a hey from you to cheer me up? I'm running out of characters, bye. Hello, thank you so much, Mackenzie0706. Thank you for choosing to support the live stream. It means a lot to me. And can you get a hey from me? No, but you can get a wheat from me. But also, how much for Orange Square? Name your price. Take Orange Square, put it as a hexadecimal value. No, I don't know. You know, I rent the Orange Square out, £1 a minute. That's the Orange Square price. We have left Europe. Can we? You know what? I'm just doing this.
You speak the good English. Face with tears of joy. My son has a third nipple.
Does he though? If it disappears, would it be a third nipple? I mean, I'm sure you actually have doctors, and you're not just concerned teenagers. But you know what? My point with all of this is, I'm glad that I'm glad you saw through my bad English, and two, I think the third nipple thing is like, I think they're all a conspiracy. I think third nipples were made up by the New World Order to keep us down. You look like Jonathan from Stranger Things. I am Jonathan from Stranger Things. I used to have an acting gig a few years ago, and then I realized I could start a YouTube channel, but I didn't want to do it based on my Stranger Things fame, so I kind of keep it secret here. But I am Jonathan from Stranger Things. So fun fact, you got me. You saw through my act. Now I have to move house and country and stuff. But I am in fact Jonathan from Stranger Things. The first teenager received a double lung transplant due to vaping. See, people say double lung transplant. Like, do you get 2 lungs from different people, or do you get lungs from a dead person? Like, can't you do with 1 lung? Why do people ever need 2? Isn't that kind of selfish? Like, ooh, guess who's taken up 2 of the lungs? Like, can you save 2 lives instead of... I'm not a medical doctor. Does this buy 1 minute of Orange Square? It does, in fact, buy a minute off the Orange Square. The cult of the Orange Square has begun again. Hello, Toycat. I'm a Californian coming over to the United Kingdom in September of 2020. Anything I should know before coming over to the UK? Oh, by the way, efficiency works nice now. I know it has for a while, but it's still cool to see. Okay, so things to know about the UK as a non-UKer. Honestly, my only tips are like, if you really want to see one of the most advanced cities in the world, go to London. If you want ye old England and all that nonsense, go to, I would say go to York. A thing that always annoys me is like Americans talking about their authentic like pub experiences in London, And it's like, you will enjoy a pub, but like, to call something authentic, like, I don't know, it's like, I get the authentic shooting experience by going to a gun range in Vegas. No, I'm shooting guns in a very tourist-oriented place. And that's fine, but like, just don't be the person who, like, I don't know, I'm just talking about a personal pet peeve. Is for some reason, Americans, like, random ones, not people who actually know me, like, people I just meet who happen to be American, that happen to spot I'm British based on my accent. They're always like, I found this great place in the center of London, and I went to this real local pub, you know, no tourist stuff. Like, everyone has this obsession with going to something that's not for tourists, and it's like, you know, if every tourist wants to go for things that's not for tourists. That's the thing, but also that's not how that fundamentally can work. Also, can you say happy birthday to my dog Stella? You know what? I feel like there's a great joke to combine the fact that your dog's called Stella, coronavirus, but I'll just say happy birthday instead. But yeah, I hope you're doing better, Mackenzie0706, and thank you Victor Martinez V2 for becoming a member. Also V2, what happened to V1? What went so horribly wrong? What secrets are you hiding? Thank you very much. What's your opinion on Canada? I love Canada. Canada is like one of the UK's closest friends. I mean, it's one of my closest friends. If I was making the relationships. I had to stop watching an IBX2 cat video to... Oh wait, this texture pack makes wheat look like ice. That's a genius idea. Oh, there's a texture pack. Okay, so first of all, had to stop watching.
I had to stop watching an IBX2 cat video to watch this stream. Too much toy cat content, help. Also, long live Orange Square.
Yeah, no, I realized recently, like, I've been really active on the second channel, and I've also started getting...
You will have to trust me, it's really a third nipple. I noticed it right after he was born, and the doctor confirmed it, so ask your mom, she would know.
I try not to ask my mother questions about, like, around the time I was born. I asked recently about, like, if I was born via a C-section, and I got, like, so many brutal details, and I was just like, you know what? I like to believe I was spawned into this world. I've heard about kids having... This is an urban myth. Let me clarify. Definitely an urban myth. I don't think this is actually real. But I've heard about kids having, like, eidetic memories and remembering being born. And it's like, I don't think I'd like that. I don't think I want to have that just scarred into my brain. But yeah, also didn't mean to make you change country. Sorry, says Renatrade. You're welcome. Thank you very much for the Mexican pesos, though. I feel like pesos is always used as a derogatory term, but you know what? Pesos is just the currency of Mexico. I'm not being mean. I'm just saying saying what the currency that he is using actually is. Also, you know what? This isn't an efficient way to mine ice, but if I'm not mistaken, there's another part of my world where I need to mine ice anyway. So how about we just go back over there? That is my genius idea. Also, yeah, it's funny because I've also, like, started on the third channel, like, this series. I don't know how long it will last, like, I hope it lasts, but I'm just doing something right now. And, it made me realize, like, man, what is my problem with, like, if you count the live streams as a separate thing, and most people do, the audience on these live streams is different than a normal thing. It's just, like, instead of having a consistent, like, oh yeah, this is my channel, this is where I upload, I just get ADD and go all over the place, apparently. The corner of your green screen keeps making me think something is smudged on my phone screen. Is it the microphone I moved into view? I can move it just out of view, like that. Also, where are the monsters nearby? You know, I reckon there are no monsters nearby. Either way, let's get on this boat. Let's go for a boat ride. So chat, it's really tricky to do this. What's your solution to overpopulation, says Thomas Berties. So let me just... Oh, by the way, this is your minute of Orange Square time up, Moo. You know, you'd have to pay up if you want the beautiful Orange Square to come back. Yeah, this is where it's come to. Extorting viewers for Orange Square time. But, so Thomas Berties, we've spoken about this a lot on this channel, so I won't beat the dead horse too much. But overpopulation isn't the long-term problem. It's the opposite that's the long-term problem. The only reason overpopulation comes up is because we had such a explosive rise in population. Like, before 1900, we had like 1 point something billion, and now we have 7 point something billion. But the human population is expected to cap somewhere below 10 billion, like maybe 9 and a bit. And then it's going to start rapidly decreasing. Because one of the problems we found in, again, you know, like demographic studies are the same across the world. One of the things we've sadly found is that the richer people get and the more educated they get, the fewer children they have. In the Western world, in every country, where, you know, education decreases deaths, it decreases so many things, but it also decreases the number of children you have. Which kind of implies that, like, the only reason you have children is because it vaguely feels good. Like, and then, you know, like, if you're educated, you have to, like, think about what you're going to do in the child's future, etc. It's a whole, like... Also, this is not... this is weird. But, yeah, so, one of the things is, therefore, we have a serious... Okay, well, I guess there goes the boat. We have a serious problem with depopulation because like even right now, the native populations in countries aren't enough to fulfill the demands of the future. And this is something we can currently bridge in most Western countries of migration. But when the countries that people are immigrating from have that problem, it starts to rapidly spiral because effectively, you know, I know what I'm trying to say right here is like, there is a serious problem on the horizon. We don't know how to get people to have kids. We don't know how to convince someone who's wealthy, who has money, why they should have children even though they don't want to, or why they should want to have children. I guess is the probably the easier thing to convince people, and that is a serious. Long-term problem. You know, it's a medium-term problem of population. It's already been solved. You know, it's just a matter of putting that solution into effect, and it's in effect right now. But the much longer-term issue is going to be depopulation. Countries having fewer citizens than they need for all different reasons. Also, thank you for responding. Oh god, where am I? I literally can't see. Thank you for responding. I'm in university. Something about tier as a visas. Rich people should have more kids. Are you saying we should get rid of the poor? Peep show reference. Isn't that a Mitchell and Webb reference? Charlotte Portson. You claim to love the way UK people say your name, but you don't even know the difference between Mitchell and Webb and Peep show. I'm disappointed. I wish I could show like random UK sketch shows on this stream. That'd be the one benefit of live streaming on Twitch. We could commit all the copyright infringement we wanted to. But if we do it here on YouTube, we run into issues. It's a whole sad thing. But yeah, you can probably search on YouTube if you want to, like Kill the Poor, Mitchell and Webb. You'll find it. It'll be great. Plutonium. But yeah, this is not mining ice. I'm sorry, internet. We are gonna fix that immediately. It's only local and authentic if you're the only tourist there. By the way, enjoying the streams, Toycat. To me, it's like even a step worse than that, because it's like local and authentic is what everyone wants, but it's like, what do local people don't look for things that are local or authentic. Many, you know, think of, I know I'm a bad example because I like McDonald's a lot, but like people who would never go to a McDonald's in a place, ignoring the fact that McDonald's is the most popular option there. You know, you get me? It's like, there are many food cultures that especially, like, there are lots of things that are local but bad. And there are many things that are international but different nationally. And that's tricky to wrap your head around, I guess. I can see why that's a thing. Also, yeah, I really want to destroy this part of the ice area, but it seems... You know, actually, should we just... Okay, we got 2 buckets. Let's do our best to get rid of this waterfall, finally. I'm doing it, chat. I'm finally making this happen. I'm getting rid of this random water that just exists floating for some reason in the middle of my world. We're going to do it. I'm going to do my best. I'm going to pick up the water and it's going to go. Was it really only 1 bit of water? Or is it just a recurring issue? Oh yeah, look at this. It's shrinking and then it... Yeah, it's making a source somehow. I don't even know how this happened. It's a very weird thing. But as long as we just keep on emptying out the water, which we can't do for some reason. It wants me to like... Do you see that? Now I've got more water than I... Oh man, okay. Just put it there for now. Then we'll pick up this and do the same thing. And then once we've done that, we can mine more of the ice here. It can be kind of fun. So I'm proud because your spoon strain made people at my school eat wraps with a finger spoon. That's pretty cool. Also, why is there so much ice in your water? Was it a tiger biome? It was a frozen ocean, I believe. It's a really weird thing to try and explain. I'm not sure I really even know the full causes myself. But it was a thing, and now it's not. Yo, getting rid of this water is just a continual source of pain, I guess. We'll deal with that later. Anyway, for now, we'll just ignore what's below it, because that should be fine. And we'll kind of mine around it awkwardly. Because let's get some regular ice too. Wouldn't that be fun? The answer is yes, that would be lots of fun. So we'll mine here. And just cut right through this. And in theory, that should stop the spread of the... No, it doesn't stop anything. But Toy Cat is spoon. Yeah, do you think we should make it a thing whenever we do hardcore? We're just gonna dress as a spoon. I think that's a genius. Absolute non-idea. By the way, this is weird. You see how it's like flowing downwards? It's like flowing onto blocks that don't exist anymore. And that is blowing my mind. That is very weird. That is very weird. I always want to get rid of it just to see how it looks now. Let's just... Whole thing goes away now. Okay, look at this beauty. Look at this. This is not how water physics should work. Moo, renewing my Orange Square time membership. Also, you made me sick playing Java the other day. Also, Moo, I'm donating in a random currency. Streamlabs let me know. Yeah, it's funny because you can give Streamlabs whatever currency you want, but it shows on my screen as pounds. I kind of like that because it's like... There's two ways you can see this, actually. And I've always wondered, like, as a streamer, what I'm meant to take. Because when it comes to Super Chat, like, okay, I don't have control over the currency. Give me whatever, you know, like, you're donating in your own sort of one. But when it's, like, down to Streamlabs, which is where people go to deliberately, you know, it's... Super Chat is like you give money to YouTube, and coincidentally, I get a little bit. Whereas Streamlabs is where you're going because you actively want to support me. Allow me to buy a thing from Waitrose, like that guy apparently wanted me to. But, you know, stuff like that makes me wonder, like, is it about...
Been literally watching your stream playlist 24/7, no joke overnight too, for months. Because the laptop is too slow for life. Don't worry, it's been great. Rate the name.
Okay, Cake Tree Smoothie. Almost a perfect name because it's like simple, but it's also 3 long words. It didn't show up that I donated in Thai bahts though. I think it would show if I went to, wait, if I go to my donations page, donation history. No, yeah, it just says £2.44 here. It says your real life name too. Like, not your full name, but your first name. That I won't say. But I think that's kind of interesting actually. I wonder where it gets that that name from. Because it's not like you have a Streamlabs account, is it? But, it's just like, it says like the first name for everyone who donates, which is like, where did you get that from? I'm always fascinated by like how platforms do the things they do, like how data's collected and all that sort of nonsense. But yeah, basically, I've always the phenomenon about stream tipping is like, does it matter how much you know you tipped in your currency, or does it matter how much it tipped in the currency I'll actually be receiving it, you know? 1.13 physics is so weird. Obsidian floats on water. Does that, like, isn't that how all items work in Minecraft? Like, it's weird to look at, but I mean, it's just like, because the item... I guess what you try and say is obsidian should be so heavy it doesn't float, or something like that. And maybe there's some truth to that. Name got to be coming from the credit card. But it's only a first name, so it'd be like... It'd be weird if your credit card only had your first name on it. I'm not sure, actually. You know, I'm going to check. Wait, let's see. So David Solomano, your name is out there on YouTube. It says for you, not your first name at all. It says, again, it starts with an S. And then it's like your online name is your ID. Whereas it works the opposite in other people's cases. I have no clue what's going on. Like, it's we could talk about this all day, but I don't want to give people's I don't give people's information out because I'm nice like that, and or something about data protection. But yeah, I've always I've always wondered, like, especially with tipping too, like in the traditional serving industry, which is where most tips are, right? Does it matter, like, why does it matter, you know, like what percent you tip? Surely it should be like how much you tip. But that, because like the thing that makes you generous is your percentage. But if you go to if you order a $500 steak and tip $40, you're less generous than someone who gets, you know, a $10 steak and tips $10. They tipped 100% of the meal and you tipped like 8%. But it's like, but why are we doing this on percent? Like, is it like the waiters are meant to get commission on the food? Because then they'd be, you know, encouraged to upsell you on things, right?
What name does mine say?
Okay, you know what, I can say that. See, because your thing says Jess Slimmer, but like without the space in between it. It's very interesting. Again, I'm always fascinated by like just any piece of tech that gets a piece of information that it doesn't tell you where it gets it from. It's called the platform ID, but it's like, what is a platform ID? Where is that? What platform is that ID from? You know, all these curiosities. I could talk about them forever, but the internet's mostly not down with it. What's the most inefficient way to find a Nether Fortress? I've had a video idea series for a long time of like inefficient ways to do blank. I probably won't do it because it's, you know, it'd be pretty inefficient to make that video series. But I've considered it, and considering is like half the battle. Do you want to see something cool, by the way? Like on the subject of mining ice. One of the things I did way back in the day. I don't know if it still works actually, because I don't have if snow falls over here still. Let's find out. So I used to have this. So if you look, it's a ice. I don't know if it's like an ice generator, whatever it is, but if you mine all of this ice, water just flows back in its place. A water solid, and then you can mine it again and get more ice. I kind of want to make one of these along like a massive scale sometime. But yeah, we have ourselves some ice. Oh look, it does regenerate. But yeah, I always thought this was the coolest like invention thing almost. But sadly, I think we let too much of it freeze over, which is a problem. Even though it's next, they were next to torches, but somehow they still froze. Either way, let's just put this right. And now most of this is good. Put this one right. It's kind of cool to like just run around and mine the ice, like as you go along. So yeah, just in case you like want to do this, but you don't have an iceberg biome you care about destroying, you can technically do it anyway. And look, now it's all solid, and we can start mining it again. It's also like that randomness thing where like any of these ice blocks could generate any time. Can I recall the End Dragon to get XP? You get less XP than normal unless it's a bug. And if it's a bug, then you have other problems to deal with. You just started making ice farms several years ago. YouTube recommended it when I was looking for ice farm designs. Hey, that's kind of cool. Admittedly, like, the sad thing about the old school YouTube videos is they're probably not, like, as relevant to, like, Bedrock and stuff. It was mostly, like... Because, again, most of the time, when the worlds were limited, it was, like, there was no point dedicating a quarter of your world to an ice farm. But now you might enjoy that. Also, no joke, though, we're watching on my work iPad. I donated off my phone, and one of your vids is buffering away on my laptop. Okay, first of all, Cake Trace Tree Smoothie, my hero. Second of all, I'm glad you enjoyed the videos that you've been watching over the last few times. Cool that you even watched my videos on a work iPad. You know, some would say that's misuse of company property. I would say that you are the hero that I need, and the hero we all deserve in our lives. Am I not picking up ice anymore? I'm not. That's why I was wondering, like, why am I... But anyway, so thank you very much, Cake Tree Smoothie. And to finish off the name rate thing, I think it's so close to a perfect name, but no cigar. Again, like Cake Tree Smoothie, it's like, oh, that sounds delicious. Then you're like, wait, tree? Are you gonna get high before this smoothie? What's the deal with that? So yeah, thank you, Noah Friends and Atomics. But yeah, let's get some chat going. I'm excited for this. They are Batman. Exactly, they are Batman. It's true. So, say my name, I dare you. Follow up on my Waitrose comment. Just got Waitrose food delivery. You know what? Joshua Zakek, if you can afford Waitrose, see, I'm gonna pull that thing I was just talking about with waiters. I'm gonna be the rude guy. I was like, if you can afford Waitrose, you can afford more for me. This is a low percentage tip, and therefore, even though you're giving me money and you're really nice for giving me, you know, like, yeah, that's nice of you. Also, I'm treating you like an American waiter, so, oh, rude, what a low percentage. If you can afford Waitrose, you can afford more than £1, Mr. Yeah. You can do that, Mr. Josh. Josh, yeah, you're Joshy until further notice. This is what you do, by the way, if you've ever been curious, like how the live streamers make money, you just make fun of the people's names, and then you nag them until they give you more money. High quality idea, only goes well, only goes well. I have a cool idea for an emote, Toy Cat Pog. We could probably get that made. So your last stream, rip for the damage. Will we see the spoon rise again? You say last video, but that was a live stream from yesterday. So, ooh, you know, just saying, technically speaking, a little wrong. But don't you think simulation distance is too small, Bedrock? What can you do in your Minecraft world to help with this? So, Astro Avatar. That's why you need to try and keep things fairly close together on Bedrock, I would say. Is the max on console 10 or 12? If it's only 10, I'll be sad. So what is mine on right now, actually? It's on 4. So it goes up to 10. Yeah, I think it's absurdly low, the simulation distance, but that's the trade-off to make things work. Also, Hen Basket Fire Alarm says, rate the name of the next person to give you money. I will do my best. Also, Moo, so we've had a drunk stream. If I donate £30 to buy drugs, can we have the cover to Toy Cat and Ketamine stream? No. 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 We literally cannot. That is not a thing. That is not a thing that's happening at all. But the can you imagine just me just like zonked out, just like I agree with Moo. Guess we should do it then. Looks like a pretty high quality idea to me. Looks like he knows what it's like to be on drugs. Drugs are bad. Okay. This is the job that I signed up for. Toy Cat pretends to do ketamine. What a fun time. Imagine people have just entered the stream. Yeah, I can't imagine. I always consider this whenever I do anything, like, man, I'm gonna confuse people beyond belief. Imagine anyone who joined us before. I'm just saying, there aren't enough streamers who are willing to do ketamine for the enjoyment of their audience, and I think that's a darn shame. I think, you know what? You know, you can say you like your audience, but until you do ketamine for them, or pretend to at least. Wait, where are we? We're not in the right place. What is this doing over here? Oh, I see what we've done. We've taken the wrong direction. No, wait, no we haven't. Wait, what? Where are we? Chat, I'm so lost and confused. Oh, I see where we are. We went on the wrong spur. Okay, that is confusing. I can see how that can get really, really rough really fast. Can we get a Toy Cat spoon sticker? We totally should. Someone clip that. I can actually clip my own live streams, apparently. I've been meaning to do it for a while. I need drugs for my chronic pain. Well, I need drugs for my chronic wanting to get high pain. Yeah, see, just as justified. No, yeah, it is kind of funny, right? Like, we have all these drugs that exist to alter our... Like, I feel like the success of drugs often lines up with the success of, like, not liking yourself very much. Like, I feel like there's definitely a... Because if you don't like being you very often, it's very easy. The sales pitch to like, hey, how would you like to pretend to be someone else? Is very, very easy to make at that point, right? And I feel like, by the way, I'm wearing 2 pairs of trousers. And I just realized right now, like, man, it is hot in this office. But also, I can't take off my trousers, even if it's a second pair on one of these live streams, without getting, like, a whole thing going. So, it's a whole thing. Also, thank you for your response. Your farms don't seem to be too close for 4 chunk simulation distance. How do you make so many resources, though? Says Astro Avatar. None of them are automated anyway, so I have to be there anyway. But if you want to have automated farms, you need to make them relatively close together. That's the answer to that one, basically. Even then, though, like, with Bedrock, things are a bit buggy. You build things close together is a fun game, but I don't have any automated farms. I should probably have 1 or 2 or something like that. I hate building with redstone in survival. Like, it ruins the fun of the game to me, so I don't. But to a lot of people, it adds to the fun. And if that's the case, you should do it. You know, it's that whole thing, like, a lot of people have issues with this, and it's weird how universal this is as a thing, of like, if you want to do something, you should do the thing. If you don't want to do the thing, you cannot do the thing. Those are both options. Toycat, I've spent the last 24 hours straight watching your videos in order while playing Minecraft, and that's not a joke. Please help my eyes. You're not a boomer. You clearly need to take a nap. Go do that, man. Also, David Solomano, you have an automated bamboo farm now. Yeah, the one exception is the bamboo farm. I made it automated, but even then, I never finished it because it requires so many, like, finicky, like, it requires a lot of iron, followed by a lot of this. Like, it was just a lot of nonsense, and I don't need more bamboo. Like, I could probably, like, set up a series of chests to, like, properly utilize the bamboo. And maybe I should do that sometime. Just be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna go AFK for a while. And just see what the benefits are. But even then, it's just like, what am I gonna do with all that stuff? Anyway, there's one thing I get from the bamboo farm, and that is a lot of sticks. But other than that, nothing is automated that I benefit from. Maybe there's another exception to that. Weren't you just farming wheat? I'm very confused. You know what? This live stream, we don't follow the rules. We make the rules. So you might think this is a Minecraft stream. So we're going to talk about automated farms some more. But let's talk instead about the much more pressing issue for my viewers here. Because I was thinking about the Soviet Union recently. You know, this is a common topic, especially in the bedroom, you know? Like, you know, you hear one too many moans and you're like, wait a minute. You know, this reminds me of what it must have been like to be working a collective farming organization. And you're like, oh, yeah, you know, hurt me some more. You hear that and you're like, oh, yeah, that is probably the opposite of what they were thinking on the communes in the good old Soviet Russia. But the thing about it that I found, the thing about it that I got curious about was actually the thing behind, like, isn't it interesting how Russia went to space first so many times too, like the USSR, I should say. The Soviet Union got to space first. They put the first person in space, the first dog in space. By the way, putting a dog in space, can we all just admit that was the most messed up thing to do? Like, can we just take a moment and say, you know what, glad you'd made the human accomplishment, Soviet Union, but why'd you put a dog in space? Laika, I think, is the name of the dog. Like, a part of me still thinks to this day, like, that dog had no clue the magic that it was witnessing out the window. Like, you know, there was a dog doing something that the vast majority of humans to this day still have not managed to do, and that dog had no clue about it. That dog probably saw it as a negative. It was like, you know, I can't wait till I'm back on the ground. But yeah, Stella would be disappointed. Happy birthday to your dog again, Salvatore Fuggerino. But like, I wonder about, like, because, you know, clearly, you know, it's not just the Soviet Union had a lack of caring for dogs. You know, it's not even suggested that we should ever send a dog to Mars, right? Like, in what meeting does someone go, let's send a dog into space, and then it gets approved? Again, whole thing, something about, the structure of most communist countries is very much, you know, you know, it's about avoiding responsibility because there isn't much gain to be had in good ideas, but there's a lot of loss to be had in bad ideas. But you know, it's or you know, like it's about you know, lies are therefore valued more than truths because truths don't help you; they can only hurt you. My dog just wanted to be home with his human friend. Dogs are actually the best. Yeah, say what you will about like all animals. All animals can like learn to accept humans as like, you know, dominant over them. But dogs actually just love humans. They didn't even give the dog any food. Oh, that's sad if that's true. I choose not to believe that that is the truth. I choose to believe they thought the dog was coming back. And it breaks my heart to believe otherwise. By the way, do you think Redstone Parity of Jar will be a good thing for Bedrock in the future? I don't think they're doing it personally. They've said, like, because in reality, they wanted to make Java like Bedrock with the Redstone, but the community just loves how Java Redstone is more. It's like the combat thing where it's like, you know, this is what we want, but also the community doesn't. I can make a whole video just on things that Jeb wants that Bedrock has, but Java can't because of the community hatred. It's a very long list of things. Because there's again, the status quo has a big place in the hearts of the users of the thing, but not in the designers of the thing. They poisoned the dog on purpose. They knew it was going to die. They poisoned the dog? Okay, you're breaking my heart. Anyway, so I was thinking about something because the Soviets basically broke all of the records. Like, you know, first man, first dog, first everything like that. And it makes you question, like, how is it that the US, the world's, like, biggest superpower, economic powerhouse, all these things, was managing to be outdone by the Soviet Union? Even though the US had all the Nazi scientists, too, by the way. Fun fact, NASA... This sounds like it's some conspiratorial quote, but it's not. NASA does have a lot of things. You're very diverged from farming with the stream. I reckon just another push and we'll be able to get you to do ketamine. It's a slippery slope. It is a slippery slope. I agree. Man, I'm sad about that dog they sent into space still. I can't get over that. It's one of those pieces of knowledge you have in your brain, and then the moment you think about it, you're like, oh yeah, that's a thing. It's kind of fun. It's like a book, you know? The knowledge was always there, but when you find it, it's like this fresh little thing that's just in the world now. And it's like, well, that seems excessively cruel, you know? Like, why are we killing dogs for science? Why? Also, you know, imagine sending a dog to Mars. Like, it'd be good for emotional support, right? Wait, oh, oops. I did a thing wrong. I pressed the wrong thing. I'm sorry. The seeking of financial support for a charity cause or other enterprises. Yeah, it's a tip is the usual word, right? Does it say donate in the description or tip? I honestly don't know. I hate the streamers call it donate because it's like, no, I'm not a charity case. This isn't. You don't. If you don't donate, I don't die. I hate to mislead anyone that way, and I hate anyone who thinks that it is a good idea to do it that way. If you recommend the trip I had, I knew the also more on the orange square. Also, did we go back an hour? Wait, did we? When is that gonna happen? Actually, it's probably no. It's in March. Bring back the square. Thank you, Shadow Gamer, for becoming a member. Thank you, everyone. Stay. I kind of said I didn't know where this one would go. And I feel like the best place for it, like right now, I got some ice. I need to do some things with that ice, and we'll totally do a stream of that. But for now, I'm like a little bit petted out. So I'm gonna come up with some video ideas. Actually, you know what? While you're here, do you want to help me in that chat? I have 3 more days in the UK, and then I'm gonna go to another country for a while. So I'm recording a lot of videos while I'm here that are complex and they have to be like finicky. So chat, I need you to help me prioritize which of these ideas I work with. One is putting Minecraft in reverse. So like lots of clips, but like reverse. One is I've got to kill the dragon a bunch of times. Kind of mentioned that in the thing. I want to do a like EarthMC video again, like explore the world's weirdest countries, but in Minecraft. But if you like those ideas, or you have your own, let me know now. Because after the stream, I'm just going to be going through that anyway. So help me with the creative process. Because, honestly, it's, like, super, like... YouTube, like, has, like, loads of red flags being like, views are down, so cat, is everything okay? And it's like, everything's okay. I'm uploading videos. It's just, you're not showing them to as many people. So, if you have any ideas for, like, 2020 YouTube, because it's a new decade when you do Minecraft videos, let me know. Do you have a partner? Partner in crime? I mean, there are probably some countries where sodomy is still a crime, so who knows for sure. I'm playing EarthMC right now. That's pretty cool. Do the Earth one first. The Earth one sounds like the most fun. Does everyone like that idea then? Yeah, I should probably do it. I have to do it before I go, that's why I was like, you know, let's get this one done. Don't forget to wear a gas mask before getting on the plane so you don't catch the virus and die. Honestly, I'm not gonna care about anything. I'll just catch coronavirus if I catch it, and if I don't catch it, I won't catch it. There are you should care more about getting the flu or, like, other diseases on planes, though. Like, getting sick on planes is a common ailment, because you share the same air and stuff. It's a whole thing. You've got, like, 2,000 girlfriends, does that count? Oh, thank you to every one of my 2,000 girlfriends for making me feel better. But yeah, thank you very much for helping me out, everyone. Usually, you know, I'm here to technically entertain you. So thank you for a little bit of entertaining me at the end there. I had a fun little hour, but this is just like a fun little stream. There'll be a real stream probably tomorrow night. Yeah, I reckon I want to do Minecraft again, but hardcore, but also I'll be a spoon again. If you haven't seen the outfit yet, it looks like this. It is very ridiculous. But I'm going to be a spoon tomorrow, I reckon. So, yeah, expect to see Minecraft, but I'm a spoon, and I'm trying to defeat the Wither. Coming soon to a Minecraft near you. But for now, thank you for watching. I wanted to hang out for a bit, and we kind of achieved that. I love all the support that people show, even on the short live streams like this. It is appreciated beyond belief, because without it, you know, I couldn't buy fancy Waitrose products, that's for sure. But no, thank you very much for watching today's thing, because I'll see you in the next thing. Goodbye. You should have left when I said goodbye. Why'd you stay? There was a clear ending point. There was a clear stage at which the stream was meant to be gone. But you stayed anyway. You left it on. What are you expecting? The stream's over now. Nothing happens here. Ooh. Do a drink of water. Should I have ketamine spasms again? That's fun. Goodbye, internet. Appreciate you showing up. Get Ode to Joy on #1. Oh wait, get 17 million F-offs to #1. Do 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 do. Yep, that's the unique ending to a live stream.